Hello there. Today we will be checking out creations by SumPatti's. He sent me these creations over on Discord server, to which you can join through the link in the description. I will start the video by showing you why it is so important to remove suspension glitch from your vehicles, and let's get right into that. So, this is the Python 800 by SumPatti's and Alder Jumbo. I really like this one, but this is the modified version that is slightly wider and doesn't have suspension glitch. This is the stock version that has shorter track width, but it has suspension glitch. And I also removed the suspension glitch of this stock one, so that we can directly compare it. So here's the modified version, and right next to it is the stock version. I just think this one looks much better, and that's what I will be driving, because I want to show how suspension glitch or stabilization glitch affects the drivability of your car. And this one will be a perfect example to show that on. Stabilization glitch on this thing isn't that bad, but it really is noticeable, and on this straight written section you can really discover why it is bad for your cars to have the stabilization glitch. As you can see, the front wheels sometimes don't like to touch the ground and fall, and that means the car just is, when the car is on two wheels, I lose all the control and can do anything about where the car goes, like this. It just doesn't want to fall. The same thing happens here. If you look, yeah, do you see that? It just rotates on the back wheels and I can do anything about it. Look how the rear wheels will lift off when I approach the slope here. You see that? It's crazy, and it just doesn't work as it should. The modified version of this thing doesn't have that problem because it doesn't have the suspension glitch, so it works much better. And it just doesn't work as it should. So I decided to take this car, the one with short track width, and modify it so that it doesn't have the stabilization glitch, and I think it's much better version, and it doesn't really even need to be wider, because it doesn't even want to roll over that much, which is kind of surprising, to be honest. So this is the modified version by me, and just look how it can go through this with no problems without the suspension glitch. Just no problems at all. The timing maybe wasn't the best, but that just shows even more how important it is to not have the suspension glitch, and how much it helps. So I hope this was another proof that suspension glitch sucks. So now we can move on to the showcase. First of all, I will showcase the Formula 1 car, which you can see right here. Again, made by SumPatti's, as all the cars in this episode are. I have it spawned here. Basically, the suspension isn't anything extra complex, nor really interesting. It's a rear wheel drive with two thrusters powering it and one thruster that is pointed down for downforce. So let's go through this track. This one is made by Featherwork TR, the track. And we will drive the Formula 1 car here. Just do one lap, see how it does. It's not the fastest, but it's hard to make fast cars on these roads after the survival update, because they really brought the friction down on this asset part. I'm not really a big fan of that. They are very slippery now. Before that it was pretty okay, I would say, maybe even too grippy. Also, don't start saying that everything is too slippery and the wheels have no grip at all. I don't think that is the case at all, because when cars drive off-road, it usually really is slippery, and I feel like the current friction of the wheels to the normal terrain in the game is as well as it should be. But that's just my opinion. So this one drives pretty well. I guess it would be pretty fun to race these in multiplayer. So thumbs up on this creation. I pretty like the looks. The looks are amazing. So we are back at the PAUGLITRUCK. First of all, I will show this car, which is the Corvette C5. I really like this one. This one was also once on top of the shop. It has a lot of subscribers. It was even shown in one episode of Top of the Shop by Moonbow. It has over 7,000 subscribers, so it's a pretty well known vehicle. I will be driving this one around the PAUGLITRUCK and we'll see how it does. Also, it has, I will look over the specs right now. So it has all-wheel drive, double wishbone suspension, what is probably fake double wishbone suspension. XspunturboX did a tutorial on this type of suspension, I believe. I will show you that I will post that in the description. The rear wheels have the same thing. This is basically like double wishbone suspension, but it performs a bit different and it's not realistic, but it saves on the lag. So let's do the course. I will time it and then compare it, then show times of my cars from the Off-Road Olympics just for comparison. So let's do this. In 3, 2, 1, go. This one car is pretty fast and yeah, I like it. I really do. The suspension sometimes glitches out a bit. But I don't think that used to be an issue before the update. But I'm not sure either, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't driven it over on the Featherworks track, because there it was a lot of glitching out of the suspension and it was acting all weird, but here it's okay. So I'm just driving it here instead, and at least we will have time to compare it, so that's great. And I believe this will maybe even beat everything that is in my Off-Road Olympics, because the center of mass is super low and that might be really helpful. But the landing wasn't the smoothest, but That's not what the suspension is made for. And we finished. Now I will look up the time we got. Now we will check out the trophy truck Mark 7. This one has double wishbone front suspension with an attempt to fix the stabilization glitch, but I believe this one has stabilization glitch. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, it has, but not too bad one. And the rear is 4-link suspension. Sorry that my inverter is full, I forgot to clean it. Yeah, this one looks really great. Also, I forgot to mention, yeah, it's all-wheel drive. So let's go through the course in 3, 2, 1, go. Also, the rear suspension has bump stops, and I really like how it drives. Only the suspension, which is a bit bugging me, but it's not that bad, to be honest. Most of cars in the workshop have a much worse case of suspension glitch, and the attempt to fix the suspension glitch in the front kinda helps too. Personally, I would think it would remove more of the suspension glitch than it did. So, yeah. The 4-link looks great. SumPatti's tunes his cars pretty well, in my opinion. Oh, it just did a wheelie from some reason, I don't know why. It already happened to me once with this car. I guess it's something about the bump stops, but they didn't completely glitch. Yeah, they glitched through, you can see the bump stop glitching through. But it fixed itself the previous time. So I don't know what happened now. Yeah, and also it creates a lot of suspension glitch when this happens. But we can wheelie now. Well, I will probably do another lap with this one. So let's do another lap and continue where we left off. So let's go. I like that SumPatti did not make the engines too overpowered, or not overpowered at all, which is the thing that I do too, but I personally hate when somebody does it, because it just makes the car drive bad, even though it could drive good. But this one drives great. It really does. Here we are with the Python 800. This one I like the most out of all his cars, even though they are all awesome. There are some things I wanted to mention about this car. This is the only car that I looked deeply into the suspensions, into the suspension design, how it really works and things like that. And the one thing I want to say is that this bearing, this one is completely unnecessary, together with these or these, depends on the one, which ones you want to remove. Because when you have more bearings, it just creates more lag, but doesn't help anything else. Except when the car would be like really heavy, then it would make, then it would help. The same story in the rear. So I would just remove like one side of the bearings here. I will be driving around this version, the stock one with suspension glitch. Also I will show you one clip with when I removed the suspension glitch out of this thing, and it's like 20-second video that I absolutely love. It just goes through one rocky section hella fast. Also, together with the F1, this is the only vanilla car in this of the ones that he shared. Go. It seems like this one has a bit of suspension glitch too, but I don't want to lie. It maybe doesn't, but there is just something off about the handling, and I don't know what. I really don't know what. Yeah, it probably has a suspension glitch too. Even though there is like a mechanism that should stop it from happening, so... Oh, because it's missing one... No, it's not. It's not missing any bearings. I don't know. Oh, this was completely my fault. I should stop giving it gas before the jump, or when I was flying. And we finished. Now let me just quickly check if it has suspension glitch. I'm very curious. Maybe a little amount, very little amount. And because I really like this car, I will give it a try on this track, which I think it suits better this vehicle. This is the one version that I modified, that is the not wide one and the one without the suspension glitch. And I believe this is the best thing for this track, so let's give it a try. The suspension of this thing is insanely good. It has like a very lot of travel. I'm pretty sure in real life this would completely destroy our CVs when it travels up so much. But that is not an issue here. I really love this one. It's a great car. Really is. Now slower here. And it's controllable too. It just is great. And we finished. Unfortunately, there isn't anything to compare the time of this thing. So, and also it isn't even completely one of a SumPatti's car, so I won't even put the time here. But it drives great. I really like this car. Then I hope you enjoyed the video, because that's everything today. So, please share the video or my channel if you like my content, like, subscribe and join the Discord server so I can have the support to continue these, as you say, amazing videos. Or maybe not you, but some people that watch the videos really like them, and I'm extremely grateful for that. So thank you very much to all people that enjoy the content and that support me, and that's all. So thank you very much for watching us. I'm saying this for the third time, and goodbye. Let's just go through these whoops one more time.